Stardom 101. Stardom 101. Stardom 101.
Stardom 101.
It's the Stardom 101 Magazine Podcast. Shining light on today's tastemakers
and innovators.
Kicking it with your host, Christopher Boykin. It's the Stardom 101 Magazine Podcast.
Stardom 101 Magazine Podcast here back on iHeartRadio. The top of the New Year's, guys. Our first episode in the new year of 2024. And today, my guest is no other than AngelDust in the building, Royal Heir Entertainment. What's going on, Queen?
Hey, how are you? It's good to be here.
Fantastic. I appreciate you. We're going to talk about your new single. Let's get it right into it. LMK, the new single is out right now. When did you start working on that project? When did you start working on that single? And what's the single about? Let's tap into the single.
So I started working on Let Me Know last quarter or last year. I'm still thinking it's 2023. Look at me.
Me too.
Of January. I'm like, last quarter. January of 2023.
Uh-huh.
So I got the beat revised. And I was just thinking of like, how can I approach this?
Mm-hmm.
You know, I was going through writer's block for a minute and just thinking, how can I add my flavor onto this beat?
Mm-hmm.
And I just remember driving into one of my writing sessions. And I'm like, let me just turn on the beat really quick while I'm driving.
Mm-hmm.
And as soon as I opened up my mouth, all these words start flowing out. I'm like, oh my God.
Wow.
Okay. Let's just make sure we remember verbatim what I just said. And let's take this into the session.
Wow.
So that's really how Let Me Know started.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And I figured, I'm like, you know what? I really, really, really would want to collaborate with another female artist that can talk their stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just so good. Can be really versatile as far as rapping and singing.
Mm-hmm.
And the artist Nefertiti Abani came up. I'm like, I have to get this together. And I met her in person, and it was just a vibe.
That's what's
and
up.
She went off on Let Me Know. So shout out to
Wow.
She went off, okay?
That's what's up. When did you guys record it separately in different studios? Were y'all together? She laid down a verse where she was at. What city, town, and studio were you at when you recorded it laid it down?
So I recorded it with PRB Jones. That's in Cleveland. That's the name of the engineer.
Mm-hmm.
I recorded my verse and the hook first, and I talked to him. I'm like, I'm really interested in working with Nefertiti. Do you think, how would she feel about being a feature?
Mm-hmm.
He was like, oh yeah, that's a go. And that's just how it started. I'm like, okay, great.
Simple, easy peasy. That's what's up.
Easy.
That's what's up. Do you plan to do any touring, any shows, anything on the calendar quite yet? I know it's early in the year. It's the 7th, obviously. Are you booking any shows right now, getting on the word, pushing the single, promoting it? What's your promotional game plan for the single as well?
So the first, this quarter, I do have some plans to start promoting Let Me Know and another featured single from my EP that I'll be dropping. So what I plan to do is just something visual, like a visual performance of my songs. Just something that I can do to make me stand out from what's as expected as singers or just artists. So what can I do to make me stand out this first quarter?
Yeah.
So be prepared for that. I do have some shows coming up, but my main focus is ensuring that Let Me Know, as well as another featured single from my EP, does what it needs to do this first quarter.
Nice. Where's the
performances that I have?
Wow. So the EP is like it's going to follow up from a couple of singles is what I'm hearing. Is that maybe some, I got you. Now on the EP, a lot of people a lot of artists do their EPs different, right? Sometimes they feature it with most collaborative artists. Sometimes it's just a solo project, right? With just some fire tracks. So is your game plan to that EP just you? So you want people to see your versatility, or you want to put some other collaborations together?
To be expected, there are going to be some other collaborations.
Mm-hmm.
I definitely want this EP to target my audience, and even people who are, interested in learning more about me, knowing that I am versatile. I can write about so many things, and my vocal style is just so many. Instead of just R&B, there's more layers to me as an artist. So I'm definitely excited about this project. I'm definitely excited about the artists that I have collaborated with. And I'm definitely excited for the journey to see where this takes.
That's what's up. That's what's up. I know a lot of artists have, and we're in an age right now, what they say, you got to be in your bag, right? So when I hear in your bag, I hear multiple streams. I hear multiple incomes. I hear business. I hear if you on it, not one way, get it a different way or whatever. We're in a different era right now. So outside of the music component, do you foresee yourself tapping into any different industries? Some people do beauty, cosmetics. Some people do film, TV, radio, media. I mean, there's so many different options. Do you foresee yourself tapping into anything else, or just music is your solely primary streaming focus right now?
As many talents God has blessed me with, I definitely see myself tapping into all of them. Okay. My talents range. I have a lot. Okay. I can write. I can create a direct. I can style. I can act. So I definitely see all of which I was blessed with to help push my music.
That's what's up. That's what's up. And another part of you, of course, a human element is you're actually a mother, of course, and motherhood plays a part. The intricate part of what we do is balance, right? Life balance. How do you balance real life, my child, my career, the music, these people, these connections, these relationships in the industry. So what's it been like for you as adjustment? Because everything really for you is rising right now. And how does that affect your parenting, your motherhood, and just in general with your children?
That motherhood is always a challenge, but it's also a blessing as well too. And with being the mom first, that teaches you how to create balance, because when you're not a mother, you still have to show up for yourself. Before you are mom, the advisor, the doctor, the teacher. So I'm definitely grateful that motherhood has given me these skills so that I'm able to translate these skills when being AngelDust as opposed to mom or just Angel. Go. And sometimes, that's challenging because it's not like you have your days mapped out to a T, because anything can happen. Life always happens, but it's really how you respond to that and how you allow those adversities to build you so you're able to navigate through being an artist when you aren't the mom, or how to navigate through being the mom when you're not the artist. And when the times where I can't, have my separate days to be AngelDust and be mommy, it's really fun and such a blessing to invite my kids into my music room. That way, that opens them up to, what I can be when I grow up. Or mommy sings, mommy writes. This is fun for me. And this is more bonding time that I have with my kids and that my kids have with me. Absolutely. So it's always a challenge, but it's really how you show up for yourself to navigate through those challenges. Absolutely. As far as creative balances, yeah. And
I think relationships play a big part too. Our family, our inner circle, who you navigate with, who's in that circle, right? Especially in 2024, because it's up.
You never know.
It is up, and family and friends and a whole bunch of stuff. I ask you a networking question in a minute, but for you, your family, our support, that network, that 5-6 people that we talk to daily, the weekly, the family. When you come up and when you're doing your thing and you're at a climax, a lot of them have, they feel some kind of way, because they see you kind of moving in your career as progressing. Have you ever experienced any of that where, as you reach prominent success and grow and get notoriety in what you do, relationships change that's close to you have you ever noticed any of that?
I've noticed that. And I'm also grateful for those experiences as well. Because that lets me know where I am and how far I came with my own, maturity, to be considerate and be mindful of others. And that exposes people who I thought that were going to be there through the whole duration of my journey, but it shows where they're able to meet me at and where I have to unfortunately leave them at. Throughout all the experiences that I have with people that I've loved and still love to this day, because they, at the end of the day, they still taught me something, and I've left those relationships with something. I didn't lose. I gained experiences and lessons, but that taught me so much that I could put in my music. This is something that I can sing about that's going to, be relatable to the next person. So through it all, yes, it sucks when, hey, Sally's going to be here through every step of the way up. Nope, Sally changed up. All
there you go.
There you go. It sucks, but you know what?
Yeah.
If you weren't elevating, then this would never happen.
Absolutely. There you go.
So it's just affirmation that you are on
the right path. Yeah. And I think 2024 is the year of truth. I mean, as you can see, Cat Williams, he done set the world on fire with the truth, and his truth rather, and didn't he? And I think it's an important lesson in it all. I know it's a lot of name dropping and the whole kind of stuff, but this networking, and and I know this music industry is very fickery. Right. We know there's some people in it who's very manipulative, power people with some gatekeepers and stuff like that. It's in every industry, right? It's in life.
Yeah.
So a lot of people don't want to block your success and stuff like that. And you really got to watch who you dibble and dab with in the industry. So for you, how important is networking for you? And are you very selective with who you do business with? You know what I mean? I think that's that part I just wanted to ask you. And then how do you move? Do you move with a big crowd, small crowd? What's some kind of advice you can give artists? Because you obviously have very successful in your career on how to move and navigate in this industry.
So networking, if all else fails, promo, marketing, your talent, networking is up there. There may be some people that will only connect with you because you've created that door. You showed up to that showcase, or you showed up to that conference, or you were just there at the right time. So always, that's so important to me, because the things that I was blessed to be a part of or learn, that was through putting myself out there and making those connections.
That's what's up.
So when your talent, and that's so important for a lot of artists out here, when your talent can't speak for you, learn how to use your communication skills, learn how to be confident in putting yourself in rooms so this can speak for you. Later down the line, somebody might say, hey, I met this artist and they presented themselves naturally and beautifully. I want to put her on to singing backgrounds for this person, or I want to invite her to this writing session. I want to see how she acts in a room full of my other connects in hopes of something going further. So all the artists out there, I would definitely preach about enhancing your people skills, your communication skills, because you just never know when that will come into play. It's all great to be such a phenomenal writer, a singer, a vocal arranger, a rapper, but you also need to know the business side and your communication so you're able to sell yourself better.
Absolutely. I totally agree.
That's definitely important. That's so important to me.
That's what's up. Do you foresee yourself writing? I know you're a songwriter as well, a prolific one. Do you see yourself writing some songs for some other artists, or do you already currently do that as well?
I have written songs for other artists. My biggest goal is to write for one of my musical influences. Her name is Janae Aiko. I love me some Janae Aiko.
Okay.
So, if God sees it, that's my goal, to write for her or write with her.
That's what's up. Janae. Yeah. Shout out to her. And you solely independent, no? Independent doing your own thing? Any majors knocking at the door? Or is that even in your peripheral right now? You simply just worry about focusing on owning your craft right now. Where are you at in the circuit of independent versus major?
I am independent. My main focus is honing in on my craft.
Okay.
So when I am blessed with opportunities, who I am as an artist stands out from the rest. That's not, being with a label or being with this person is not really important to me right now, as far as what I'm looking to do with my project and looking to do with my singing. I just want to hone in on those skills. So when that happens, nobody has to do too much or too less. I'm just right here, and this is where we're going to start at. So
there you go. And most of the major labels, they like doing business to business anyway. Some of these artists, they just selling their soul for ridiculous contracts and stuff like that, trying to be viral. You have to have longevity. You have to have a plan. You have to have strategy. And you definitely know what you're talking about, know what you're doing. Let me know is out now. What platforms, AngelDust? How can we get streamed? Let me know the single. How can we get it, consume it? What can we do?
Let Me Know is available on all music streaming platforms. It's on Spotify, it's on YouTube, Apple, Tidal, Google, Amazon.
Go.
You can Shazam it right now.
Go.
Okay? Shazam's going to say, this is Let Me Know.
There you go. That's what's up. The lyric video is out. Everything's out right now. It's up.
Everything is out right now. Okay?
That's what's up. We appreciate you, Queen. Thank you so much for sharing your expertise. Wishing you plenty endeavors, successful endeavors in 2024. You doing it. Definitely on the rise of stardom. It was an honor to feature you. Set the year off right. As you can see, it's firecrackers in 2024. We got AngelDust in the building. Thank you so much. We talk to you soon.
Thank you so much. Have a good day.
All right. Peace.
Are you on the rise to stardom? Well, get featured in the next issue of Stardom101 Magazine and promote your business or products today. Text MAG to 804-550-8647 or visit stardom101mag.net.
You're listening to the Stardom101 Magazine Podcast with Christopher Boykin. Be sure to subscribe and download this episode, and continue to listen to Stardom on iHeartRadio or wherever you get your podcasts.